What really happened to Michael Jackson on November 2nd? When you think of the most important dates in the King of Pop's life, November 2nd probably doesn't come to mind. It's not the day Thriller was released, nor is it the date of the Motown 25 performance. But this seemingly ordinary day holds some incredibly curious and meaningful moments in Michael Jackson's history. Across different years, this date marked historic performances, important recognitions, and even posthumous tributes that perfectly capture the essence of his career. So today we're going to uncover what really happened to Michael Jackson on November 2nd. If you're a true fan of the King of Pop, you're not going to want to miss this. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and let's start this journey through the history of a legend. Let's rewind to November 2nd, 1993. Michael Jackson was at the absolute peak of his powers, deep into the Dangerous World Tour, one of the biggest and most ambitious tours in music history. On this specific day, he was set to perform at the legendary Estadio Azteca in Mexico City, one of the most iconic and massive stadiums in all of Latin America. This concert was part of the tour's final leg, and the excitement was off the charts. It was completely sold out, with tens of thousands of fans eagerly awaiting the show. According to Setlist FM, Michael delivered a powerhouse performance, running through his greatest hits like Thriller, Smooth Criminal, Beat It, and of course, the unforgettable Billie Jean. The atmosphere in Mexico City was electric. The local crowd went absolutely wild. Imagine this. Thousands of dedicated fans had been camping outside the stadium for days just to get a glimpse of their idol. Local newspapers at the time didn't just call it a concert. They described the night as a musical earthquake. For many of his Latin American fans, that show represented the pinnacle of Michael's connection with his audience in the region. It was a night filled with pure energy, flawless, razor-sharp choreography, and that magnetic charisma that only Michael Jackson could bring to the stage. It was a spectacle of light, sound, and pure showmanship. Sadly, this incredible high was soon followed by a difficult period. Just weeks after this triumphant concert, the controversies of 1993 began to surface and profoundly affect his image, making that Mexico City show one of the last truly great untroubled moments of that spectacular tour. It stands as a powerful snapshot of Michael the performer at the very top of his game before the world around him began to change. Now let's fast forward 9 years to November 2nd, 2002. The world was different, and Michael Jackson appeared in a very different capacity. On this day, the World Awards for Men took place in Vienna, Austria, and Michael was set to receive the prestigious World Arts Award. This wasn't an award for album sales or chart positions. It was an honor recognizing his profound impact on global culture through his music and, just as importantly, his consistent messages of peace and tolerance. Due to his increasingly private lifestyle, he couldn't attend the ceremony in person. However, he made his presence felt by sending a heartfelt and thoughtful video message. In his speech, Michael spoke with a quiet sincerity that resonated deeply with those who heard it. He said, "This year, the motto of the World Awards is peace and tolerance, and these values are especially dear to me." This moment showcased a side of the artist that was often overshadowed by the sensationalism of the media, Michael the humanitarian. He was a man who genuinely believed in the power of art to heal, and he consistently used his platform to promote unity, compassion, and a better world. Many fans now look back on this speech as one of the last times he publicly and so clearly shared his core ideals of love and peace before he largely stepped away from the public spotlight. It was a powerful reminder that behind the moonwalk and the glittery glove was a man with a deep and unwavering commitment to making the world a better place. Even after his tragic passing in 2009, Michael's name and spirit continued to echo around the globe, proving that his influence was truly immortal. And on November 2nd, 2012, that spirit was brought back to life in a spectacular way. On this date, Cirque du Soleil's breathtaking tribute, Michael Jackson, the Immortal World Tour, arrived in Stockholm, Sweden. This wasn't just a concert or a simple tribute show, it was an immersive experience designed to celebrate his legacy. It masterfully combined the world-renowned acrobatics and visual artistry of Cirque du Soleil with his timeless, genre-defining music. The show took audiences on a journey through Michael's creative universe, from his early days with the Jackson 5 to his reign as the King of Pop. For the fans in attendance, it was an incredibly emotional and powerful experience. It was a way to keep his electrifying energy and unparalleled artistry alive for a new generation. The show served as undeniable proof that even after his death, Michael Jackson remained an unstoppable force in entertainment and popular culture. His music, his dance, and his message continued to inspire and captivate millions worldwide. This tribute on November 2nd showed that while the man may have left us, the legend of Michael Jackson was and still is very much alive and kicking, continuing to bring people together through the sheer power of his art. So what really happened to Michael Jackson on November 2nd? As we've seen, this single, unassuming date tells a surprisingly complete story. In 1993, it captured him as the ultimate performer, the global superstar making history with a legendary concert in Mexico that embodied his power on stage. In 2002, it revealed him as the thoughtful humanitarian, being honored internationally not just for his art, but for his contribution to peace and understanding. And finally, in 2012, it showed his enduring legacy as an eternal icon, celebrated by fans around the globe through a stunning tribute that brought his magic back to the stage. A single date that, at first glance, seems ordinary, but in truth, it represents the full, incredible journey of Michael Jackson, the performer, the humanitarian, and the eternal legend. It's a perfect example of how every day of his life held a piece of his incredible story. I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into a lesser-known part of Michael Jackson's history. If you did, and you want to keep exploring more fascinating stories and hidden facts about the King of Pop's life and career, please show your support by liking this video. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so you won't miss our next video. What's your favorite Michael Jackson moment or memory? Let me know down in the comments. I love reading them. And if you know another fan of the King of Pop, share this video with them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.